We're going to go ahead and get started. Huh? Okay, we good to go? Alright. That's better. That's it. You want to be live? Yep. Yes, sir. All right. Praise Yahweh. We're glad to be back in the midst of the body this week. I know that we are going to be evaluating the concreteness of, the feast of Yahweh in Leviticus 23. And I can tell you, I already feel like I'm going to burn up over here, boy. It's good. Ooh, Jesus. So I don't know what happened. All of a sudden I just said, whoosh. All right. So, let's move on and go here. We're going to welcome you to a Torah study on YHWH chapter 23. Okay. So, next screen. All right, so while we getting that squared away, there we go. So, in that, I want you to make sure that you pay attention intently today to what the Word is going to give to us. And I sent some text messages out this morning to have, some brothers, to tune in, especially since you are journeying. And what we're going to find out is men that as we journey and we come into the fullness of who we are and what we're supposed to be, the mandate from Yah is pretty strong. All right? And so I want us to pay attention to that today. All right, more than ever, we see that there's many reasons why we need to continually look at the concrete structure of Torah given only to one nation of people. Right? Why? Well, let's read Proverbs 4 and 7. All right. Let us read that.
Wisdom is the principal thing.
Stop. All right, so you see this. You hear what we're saying? Yes. Before we move on, y'all listen. I hope y'all listening online. It said wisdom is what, Isaiah? Is the principal thing. Go ahead, Deacon, finish.
Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
So that's the whole thing. See, we ain't going to just walk, in this way and say, all right, well, Pastor Dow is looking at the moon, and, he knows how to keep the feast, and Pastor Corey knows how to do this, and, the elders know how to do that, and so on and so on. No, it's just getting wisdom. Because everybody's instrumental in us, our hearts turning back to the Father.
Yes, sir.
Y'all hear?
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah. Let's move on. All right. Whether you agree or not, the entire book is about restoring the promises of Yah to the chosen people He made covenants with. That's what the whole of the book is about. So if you sit here and you have stumbled upon this channel today, if somebody told you, well, go over there and see what they're doing, or whatever it may be, when we get done, this whole book is about the restoration, restitution. All right? All right. The secondary aspect of the previous statement was to extend the opportunity to join to and not change the covenants. All right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. To other nations through conversion. You got it? Yes, sir. It was to extend the opportunity. Right. You hear me? Yes, Pastor. All right. All right, so let's look at Romans 1:16 in the scriptures. Let's read that so we can go ahead and kick some rocks up here this evening.
For I am not ashamed of the good news of Messiah, for it is the power of Elohim for deliverance to everyone who believes, to the Yehudi first, and also to the Greek.
Y'all hear that?
Yes, sir.
It was to extend deliverance to everyone who believes, right?
Yes.
So we know that. Don't we know that?
Yes, sir.
But to the who? The Yehudi first.
Then to the Greek.
Then. Don't get twisted. See, it's the reason why we saying this. See, I mean, you know, this is what happens, saints. We hear these scriptures over and over, and we listen, and then, well, I heard that one too. Yeah, I know that one too. Back up. Because what we're going to say today, I guarantee you. I promise you. That's why I sent out text message. I've been running around like, hey, I've been jumping around all weekend. Hallelujah. You hear me? Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Come on, let's get going. So, main reason is that the chosen people was to be restored from the failure of not doing the old covenant through insurance of walking in the renewed covenant by way of internally establishing it. Does that statement make sense? Yes. Do it sometime. Right? He's restoring them from the failure of not doing it. That's right. Yep. With an insurance. When you insure something, what are you doing, Brother Kevin? There it is. Coverage. So he's gonna cover you, make sure that you don't blow it. Hallelujah. Because you can lose it all, but I got to insure you. That's right. Hallelujah. Yeah, that's right. Hallelujah. But you can lose the promise. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna give you insurance. That's right. Yeah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So I gotta say this. So, but I'm trying to walk you through the process. Before we got here, I said that in all you're getting. This is where these two getting ready to meet in this teaching. The insurance and the getting. They're getting ready to meet, and then I think we're gonna have some sharper men. Hallelujah. All right, let's look at Hebrews 8 through 10. Well, you're going to have to open up to that. Let's go.
For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel.
All right, so now you hear that? He said, I'm going to make a new covenant with the house of Israel. And so I'm going to be in the book of Hebrews twice. I'm here right now, all right? And Hebrews, Paul is declaring to the true seed. So he's able to talk this type of talk to him. Yes. Because you got to talk expectation with the true seed of what they are expecting from what you heard, what you grew up on, and what the Holy Spirit may have aroused in some of you all who have, in the places where you were scattered, you are able to receive this in a different manner, because the Hebrews that wasn't, they didn't want to hear that there is a new covenant. Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Does it make sense? It makes sense. Right. Makes sense. So it's going to be a new covenant or renewed covenant. And we got to deal with this from some manners before we move. So remember I said we're going to be in YHWH. But just hold your horse. Finish reading.
And with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers.
Okay, so he's telling you there's a difference. See, he's going to make a new covenant with the house of Israel, right? Yes, Pastor. And the house of Judah. That's right. Northern kingdom and southern kingdom, right? Right. Which would be one house again. Right. This would be the house of Israel. That's right. But he's saying that. He's telling you. Yeah. And then he comes behind that and say, not like. Right. So what that mean when if I say not like, Brother Keith?
It will be different.
It's going to be some difference.
Yep.
The difference is outwardly versus inwardly.
That's right.
So I said he's going to internally
That's right.
establish.
True.
Come on.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith Yahweh.
See this? Look at this. Watch this. He said, I regarded them not. So I want you to keep this in mind as we go down and study, Brother Snow. Please remember this. Because you have walked contrary to me, I also have walked contrary to you.
Yep.
You hear this?
Yes.
See, so that's the whole thing. And so then, if I can say this before we get to YHWH, is that Satan's whole job is to get you to walk contrary by deception and subtlety. Remember, he's the most subtle.
That's right.
Right?
Yes. Right. Makes sense.
So he's trying to make you subtly walk contrary.
Come on.
So we got to do what we're doing today. So we digging in from a different standpoint. We ain't just talking right now. Right now, we're laying some groundwork so that you can begin to think on a different level right now. Because remember, the word says, hearken diligently.
That's right.
That means it's not a light thing.
Right. Yeah.
Don't hear some of it. And you can't hear unless you get the whole of a matter. Y'all hear it?
Yes, sir.
Everybody stand up. Brother Snow, I want you to look around. Tell me who in here don't want to be here.
Can't tell.
Can't tell. Right? Come out here. I want you to look up there. All right, let them see. See all the brothers and sisters up there? Who up there don't want to be here?
Can't tell.
All right. Go on back over there. Right. So, as this message go on, and some of these faces get made, then I'm going to probably have you come back out here. Look. All right, bro? So I got everybody standing here because this is what y'all did. Y'all had Israel to come and stand and be present before him. So you can be without excuse. Excuse. So you can be without what?
Excuse.
All right, we got a few different examples and demonstrations we're going to do this. I need y'all to be ready. Don't be late. If I say, men, come up. I want you to be tentative. All right?
Yes, sir.
Don't let Satan drag you down today. Hear this. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, have a seat. Let's go finish, Josh.
For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith Yahweh. I will put my laws into their mind, and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a Elohim, and they shall be my people.
All right. So let's go to the next screen. All right. So here's a snapshot of Shabbat message today. So as we go in, 'cause I laid some groundwork, and I think it's going to do what it's intended to do if we have true hearers. All right. So this message is ongoing because we ain't even really got going in there. And you're going to see why I said it. But my plan is to hold this message to a certain time frame today, then get off, because I want you to go eat, feast, right? So we're going to look at notable concrete differences. We're going to look at translation of key dynamics for observing each of the appointed times. You know what I said? Key dynamics.
Yes, sir.
All right, and overall, get understanding for y'all's appointed times of harvesting. That's what's deep about it. See, these appointed times of harvesting. All right, we missed it. I think we missed it, Israel.
Come on,
Hey, I'm going to keep going.
Galilee.
We're going to cover that sometime one of these messages. All right? Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, look at this. Leviticus or YHWH means and call out to. All right, you got that?
Yes, Pastor.
Wav, Yod, Kuf, Resh, Aleph. Right? It's an action in that. And is the Y, Yikra, call out. So it's a thing. So now this is, so just look at this page, you don't even realize that this is let me make sure. It puts us in a position to where the word says, how can they hear? Unless what? Unless they have a preacher. How can they hear? You know, because everybody think that they got something, that they know something. You understand? But really, they don't. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Pastor.
And this right here is a setup of that YHWH calling out to. All right? The calling out allows for the one who Yah sent to call out. You know what I mean? To the ones who are supposed to be listening.
That's right. It makes sense.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
Right? It does. It does. So it puts us, in a state of, open up to Ephesians 4:8 real quick. Mine was slipping me, boy. I'm so excited about all this other stuff.
Hallelujah.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Ephesians 4:8. And then we're going to read then verse 11. Because I want to point it out before we move on. So I don't want to waste a lot of time. By what time do we get started, Brother Q? I think we've been going at least about 10 minutes. 4:20. I'll go with that. All right.
Therefore, it is said, when he ascended on high, he made captivity itself a captive. He gave gifts to his people.
Stop. You hear that?
Yes.
He said he gave gifts unto his people. All right. Now we're going to read verse 11. Now listen.
The gifts he gave.
Now let's stop. You hear the what?
The gifts he gave.
Wait a minute, D. I don't think Mother JC heard. Did you hear that, Mother? So what am I?
I'm sorry.
What am I?
What am?
What am I? What am I?
A preacher.
A gift.
A preacher. A gift.
There it is. Yeah. Right?
Yes, sir.
Am I?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure, Kevin?
Hallelujah.
All right. Come on, let's read it, D.
Hallelujah.
The gifts he gave were that some would be apostles, some prophets, some evangelists, some pastors, and teachers.
Stop. That's it. You hear it?
Yes, sir.
So the reason why we saying that, because see, this Leviticus is all about him giving the gift
Come on, Pastor.
to Yisrael. All right. So let's move forward in this life. So look what it says. It said, in this chapter, Yahweh called out to his minister Moshe. You hear this? To speak word giving life to his chosen nation concerning functional aspects for living holy. So pay attention. I'm going to prove this. What I'm saying, I said he gave in this chapter. Right?
Yes.
Word giving life for functional aspects of holy living. So now, is that important? Is it?
Yes,
Function.
Yes.
Because if you dysfunction, then you ain't no good to y'all, right?
Not at all.
Remember they ate from the tree of function and what? Dysfunction. Concrete.
Yes.
So, you know, anybody got Proverbs 18:17?
The one who first states a case seems right, until the other comes and cross-examines.
It is. You hear?
Yes.
So it has to do with speaking and saying, right?
Right.
How you know if I'm right?
Preach.
Right?
Bring more understanding.
You know right because it's going to bear fruit. It's like we were talking this morning about say, unto. Right. See, the words, the mouth carries a lot of power. And so y'all ain't going to give this ability to call out to anybody, just any old body.
That's true.
And how do you know that he's called? Because when he speaks, you can examine the fruit by what he said, by what has been bared. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, y'all, so YHWH is a very, very important chapter. And that's why we had to look at the hebraic context behind the word YHWH and call out to. Got it?
That makes sense. Hallelujah.
All right, so let's look at something. We're going to look at how the book starts with the pronunciation breaks in there. All right? This is how the book starts. This is the very first word that's in Leviticus. 1 and 1. YHWH El Moshe Wadabair Yahweh Elah Melhel Moed Lamor. Y'all hear it?
Yes, sir.
You understand? No. I went to my, yeah, I'm like, get out, get him out. Deceiver, you know what I mean? Your father's the devil. You don't understand that. We ready?
Yes, sir. Ready.
So, now look what I got up here. What I got up here at the top? Up here on the screen. Watch this. What does that say right there?
Mechanical transmission.
Y'all see those arrows? What is it like it's doing? What does that signify? So a transmission is like, you know what I mean? We move it forward into the form that it needs to be in so that we can understand. So transmission is what they did. During transmission, they was translating and transliterating the word so we can sound and hear and understand what it is in the language in which we were born.
That makes sense.
All right? Yep. So in the transmission process, this is what it comes out to be, but still mechanical. So transmission means it's directly what it is, not that, well, these are words I think that it should say so it can sound better to us. So it ain't about sounding better, it's about accurately moving this thing forward. And so it says, here's what There's YHWH right there. The word YHWH in blue. See that? That's the first word.
Yeah.
But the whole book is being called out to. But look who that book is to. The priesthood.
Yeah.
The ministers.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And he called out to Moshe. And Yahweh spoke to him from the appointed tent, saying, that's what the first sentence says. And so Moshe is standing there receiving that so that he can minister the functionality of these things to the house of Israel. All right? So understand that. He's saying this from the tent. Notice we at the tent. He's saying this from the tent. All right? Because at the end, as we get into this, you got to understand that this is the place where the males showed up.
Right.
Yep.
All right? Let's next slide. Here we go. All right. So, wow. Look how this look on mine. You look like that on yours?
Nope. It's showing straight.
Yeah. Well, oh well. That's good.
Yeah.
As long as they got a good view on there, it's good.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
This book of YHWH is the book of calling out of, look at this. Look. The book of calling out right action by Yahweh's priesthood and ministers. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Here's some right actions that we can find in this book. Offerings. You will learn how to functionally do offerings. You will learn how to functionally deal with restitution. See, when you don't know this, see, some of us, we run around and we say we repent, but we have not restored our brothers in the spirit of meekness. We ain't done it. But you Israel. You saying, see, that's what I mean by we got to take our time in this YHWH. We can't just go fast and just say, let's just read the Torah. Because I'm watching it all the time. You know, we do stuff to one another, and then it's just like, you said stuff to people. You know, I watch people say stuff to me. You have not actively and properly restored me.
That's true.
Notice I said actively.
Right.
You may have said you're sorry, or you may have said you repent, but you have not. Because it didn't match up. The fruit didn't meet repentance. You know, because you go right back behind, you stab me, you take it out with your right hand, and then stick it in with your left.
Yep.
You say, oh, I'm sorry, my bad again. Then you do it again. Just keep flipping. Y'all listen?
Yes, sir.
You learn what is clean and unclean. You learn the functionality of getting clean foods in. It's not fit. See, unclean foods ain't just is that you're going to go to hell if you eat unclean food. No, it's unfit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't make your body to process unclean food for health.
Yeah.
So that your soul can prosper.
Yep. Come on. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Are we listening?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Childbirth, purification. How do he tells you, he give us functionality on how to do that. How to functionally deal with a leper. We deal with bodily discharge. There's all kind of bodily discharge. Y'all know that?
Yeah.
And some of us don't deal with it according to this.
Come on.
If this get ministered to you, don't need a priest. You got to go if your bedspread get unclean. You ain't got to go to the priest to get your bedspread clean.
No.
You're supposed to be just living by that.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Man, you wake up and your bedspread messed up. You're like, oh Lord, we don't want to talk about that. Right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Look at this. Eating blood. See, these are things that's getting ministered in. Why this is what's getting called out. All of these functional things for being Israelites.
Yeah.
Proper sexual relations. Moral holiness and year restoration. See, all of these things is in the book that's calling out.
Yes, it is.
You got it?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
That's why he said, how can you hear unless you have what? Because it's right, it's got to get proclaimed, it's got to get called out.
Yeah.
You got all these camps around, ain't no preachers, where the Torah it's a book of preaching,
Come on.
Yeah.
Sure is.
book of ministry, proclaiming the ways of life.
Yes. Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
So here we go. We're gonna dig in now. We're gonna start to dig in. We're gonna look at verse 1 and 2 in that concrete version right here. So we'll see where it says R and T. So R and T.
And Yahweh spoke to Moshe.
Now stop. You got. This is chapter 23. Starting verse 1. And how did it start?
And Yahweh spoke to Moshe.
You hear that?
Saying,
And you see that? He's speaking to the children of Israel. He's speaking to a minister.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Because we're in the book of ministry. We're in the book of calling out.
Yes.
The word said how sweet is the feet of them. I know y'all looked at my feet and didn't think they were beautiful, but they are.
Hallelujah.
How beautiful are the feet, right? Of them that do what? They proclaim, they preach the gospel. Come on.
Hallelujah.
speak to the sons of Yisrael, and you will say to them, the appointed times of Yahweh that you will call out. These are special meetings. They are appointed times.
All right. Right, that's verse 1 and 2. All right, so what we have up here is our notable concrete differences. Number 1. This is what we're doing. So we're breaking this book down where we got to break down these verses in concrete, notable differences. So that's why we ain't going to get far in Leviticus chapter 23 today. Now, but we got some slides
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
to get through. All right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Hallelujah.
So now, Deacon, I want you to read it in the NRSV, chapter 23, verse 1 and 2. And I want y'all to listen. Because now, I know we heard something, and it's up there. It's up there broken down, but I want y'all to hear it while you read it out the book.
And the Lord spoke to Moses,
Stop.
saying,
Wait a minute. You hear this? Now, it's still the same, but you got to watch. Remember, Satan is the master of what? Subtlety. You won't die. You'll become like Yah. Right?
That's right.
Come on, D.
speak to the people of Israel, and say to them, these are the appointed festivals, the Lord, that you shall proclaim as holy convocations, my appointed festivals.
All right. So here I got it up on the board side by side. We're going to look at the NRSV. It says, speak to the people of Israel. All right, but in the mechanical translation of the Torah, it says, speak to who?
Sons.
So, all right, so right now we laid them side by side. Speak to the people, speak to the sons. Want y'all to think about that? Speak to the people, speak to the sons. Then in our NRSV it says appointed festivals of the Lord. But in the mechanical it says appointed times. See, it's almost like a festival. We can move it around. You know what I mean? We don't keep Passover. We just, you know, let's just do it at the end of the year. Versus when the head is in the barley, then it shall be a bead. It shall be the head of the year.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Appointed time. The head is going to be in the barley.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because remember I said at the beginning about the harvests. Appointed harvests.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Appointed harvests. Appointed harvests.
Yeah.
He told him, get up. The one stood up on the cloud and he threw his sickle to the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And he did reap. See, anytime you put the sickle to the grain and you check the head tell you whether it's ripe. And when it's ripe, you reap.
Yeah. That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Now listen to Israel, because see, you can't understand. You might as well get up and go out the door, because this is Israel's language. You are farmers and herdsmen.
Mm-hmm.
You're not disco dancers.
No. Yeah.
Right? You good. You good. Look what he says, proclaim a convocation. He said, call out a special time. Now, we're going to leave these side by side. Let's go to the next screen. So, this is what we got to get into in order for us to understand it. All right, so I brought you before verse 1 and 2, but there was something key in there. Go back real quick, D. Speak to the people of Israel. Speak to the sons of Yisrael.
Yep.
You hear me?
Yes, Pastor.
Did y'all hear it?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
So watch where I go with this then. Let's go forward. See, me and I hope you all, Kabir and Daniel, you know, I hope y'all listening. I hope you got some brothers around. I want you to get Brother Kabir, I want you to get Brother David ready. You're going to be poking Brother David here in a minute, a little bit. Right? And Brother Daniel, I want you to get Brother Rob next to you. You're going to be poking on him a little bit. And I hope y'all don't mind, Brother David and Brother Rob, that you get poked a little bit. See, I'm going to bring one of the brothers over. I might bring Deacon over here. Deacon don't mind, do you, Deacon?
No, sir.
Yeah. So, well, he ain't going to be poking me. Poke me for what? Right, so, but see, only way you don't mind is that you understand what I'm going to tell you. So I'm going to walk you through nephesh. You got to hear this. Y'all got to hear it. You got to hear it. I'm going to walk you through nephesh. You hear, Brother Kevin?
Yes, sir.
Nephesh, the ancient Hebrew lexicon of the Bible, that's number 2424, all right, a noun in sense, all right? Soul, nephesh, all right? But when we look, it says refresh, all right? Soul, the whole of a person, the body, the breath, and mind. So when you go stand before Yahweh, I want y'all to come here. Brother Keith. No, you stay over there, brother. You can handle that. Brother, put that Bible down, Brother Kevin. Come on over. Brother Isaiah. Brother Snow. Brother Josh. Brother Gabe. I want y'all to stand right here. All right, I want y'all to stand right, face me. I want y'all to all come here by deep. Y'all facing me. Mm-hmm. Right? Now you gotta stand in a straight line. Come. Yeah, there you go. Scoot in. There you go. All right. So y'all see these standing before me. Y'all see them. Do y'all know what y'all see? I'm going to ask that question again. Do you know what you see? Do you know what you're looking at?
Yes.
Last time. Do you know what you see? Do you know what you see, Jordan? You don't? Is that Josh? You don't know what you see? Jonathan, do you know what you see? You do? Y'all go sit down. So that's example number one. Now we got to talk about it, but they said they know what they see. Mother said it. I heard. Did you hear Mother? Right? What'd you say, Jan? Rob? You know what you see? Okay. It said the whole of a person. The what?
Whole of a person.
The body.
Breath.
Did you see their breath? Did y'all see their breath?
I did.
It was there, wasn't it?
Gotta be there. I didn't see it.
Their mind was there. Did y'all see it?
No.
Yeah.
It was right there, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
It was?
It was there.
So then what was standing there then?
The body.
Body.
The soul. It was a soul standing there. So you remember that? See, that's how y'all talk. See, I want you to come over. I need you to get to that concrete thought before I push next on this screen. It was a soul standing there. See, some of us saw Josh. Some of us saw Brother Snow. I saw Brother Kevin, Brother Isaiah, Brother Snow, and Brother Josh, and Brother Gabe. That's what you saw. But y'all see souls standing before us. But we got to establish that first before we go into the next. Is that all right?
Makes sense. Hallelujah.
Y'all ready?
Ready.
Yes, sir.
Y'all sure?
Come on with it.
Yes, sir. Ready.
All right. In order to understand the life-giving aspect of Yah calling out. You hear what I said? Mm-hmm. In order to understand that, all right, it said, in order to understand the life-giving aspects of Yah calling out to his ministers to have Yisrael to gather in his appointments, you hear that? In order to understand that, we must first grasp the functional components of nephesh. You got to understand the functional components of nephesh. When you have a soul to stand and be present. When you attend Sabbath. See, some of y'all just been coming. You've been going, oh, I got you now. I got you. You've been showing up, coming to Sabbath. But you didn't have this. Got you. See, so that's why I was asked. That's why I said harvest time. That's what I was saying. Because you wasn't a soul. You were just, oh, I'm just Brother Kevin showing up. Brother Kabir showing up. See, that's what happened. We experienced the feast from a point of, oh man, we had fun. We had fun jumping around. You see what I'm saying? Then it run out.
Yeah, that's right.
When Yah has us on the clock.
That's right. Hallelujah. That's the truth.
From generation to generation. He knows who's coming up, who's coming in tonight. You know what Israelites going to be born tonight, that these is getting ready to come in. And they are going to.
That's it.
But they won't be able to unless their soul stands before the calling out of Yahweh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm saying it now. Uh-oh. My wife said, Pastor, don't even say it no more. So I'm going to start saying, I'm going to bring it back. But do you understand this? It's too complicated, ain't it?
No.
Oh, y'all can go home. Right.
No,
Amen.
on.
Hallelujah. Have a blessed Sabbath.
Preach. Keep preaching.
All right. So this may be a little small on here. I think we can get it bigger on. I think it may look good online for them. All right. I got this on the screen here, but it's off on there. We went from 2 different platforms. We went from Keynote to PowerPoint. So if y'all see some things off, that's what it is. All right. Plus, I had somebody editing. I want to take it off me. It wasn't me. All right. So nephesh number 1. All right. Let me do this. Y'all can't see the Hebrew letters up there, man. I wish y'all could. Can you see it? It's good on there? All right, so we have noon, pay, shin. All right? So noon is a continuation of a generation. You see that? It's a continuation of a generation. All right? You got it up? Pay is speak. You hear this? Or edge of the lips. You hear this? Shin is teeth, press, for chewing. You got it? So in that you should have seen a function of the soul. The next generation. Right? Speaking, edge of the lips. Teeth pressing for chewing. You got that? All right, so let's read this. So let's look at sole purpose. Yeah, it's good. But we got it online.
He got the slide on.
Yeah. So sole purpose is to, look at this, gather to Yah. You hear that?
Yes, sir.
That's why he claimed he had you to come to these appointed times. Right?
That's right.
He had all these souls. Because that's why he said 3,000 souls died that day. 3,000 souls was added. So I got to make you understand from that standpoint. So I know this way out. So some of y'all, you're going to catch this next year. You sitting here right now, but next year you're going to say, oh my goodness. So listen. Sole purpose is to gather to Yah so the righteous seed continues through confessing covenant and receiving or eating on the bread of life. Now let me give you examples that I'm talking about. Let's look at Dabarim, chapter 27, verse 14 through 26. Let's go, Josh.
And the Levites shall speak with a loud voice.
Who?
The Levites.
You hear this? Proclaiming, right?
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
And say to all the men of Israel.
Say to who?
All the men.
All the men.
All the men. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
See, y'all ain't understand what I'm saying. I'm getting you there. I'm leading you up to there. But you got to hear what they saying. See, we reading the book, but we pass over this. But remember, he said hearken diligently. So we got that detail, the next detail, the next detail. So you got to hearken diligently.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Pastor.
We had the ministers, right? Detail.
Right.
Say to who?
All the sons.
All the men, all the sons. Didn't I point it out?
You did.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Come on, watch this. So now we got souls gathered in, right?
Yes.
Come on.
Cursed is the man who makes a carved or molded image.
Stop. So remember that image I had up here? So now, come on back up, Isaiah Snow. And you stay right there reading, Josh. And Brother Kev, come on up. Right there, hurry up. I want y'all to stand before Josh. Right there, look at Josh. Come on over here, Kevin. Yep, right there. Yep, there you go. Come on. Just read.
An abomination to Yahweh, the work of the hands of the craftsman, and sets it up in secret.
Go ahead.
And all the people shall answer and say, Amen.
All right, y'all say, so be it.
So be it.
All right, so you hear the confessing? Y'all hear it?
Yes, Pastor.
Come on.
Cursed is he who makes light of his father or his mother. And all the people shall say, so be it.
Come on, say it.
So
So
be it.
be it.
You hear it? Pay. This is pay. At the edge of the tongue. See the soul? The soul's in functioning right now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Cursed is he who moves his neighbor's boundary. And all the people shall say, so be it.
Come on, say it.
So be it.
Now, do y'all understand what's going on, Jazz? The souls is gathered before the calling out, right? And they are in functioning right now. This is how concrete the word is. This is how nephesh. This is what they doing. They are functioning as a nephesh right now.
Right, yeah.
They standing before this covenant, getting called out, and they are confessing to it. They're agreeing to it. Are y'all seeing this?
Yes.
Come on.
Cursed is he who misleads the blind in the way. And all the people shall say, so be it.
So be it. Come on.
Cursed is he who twists the right ruling of the sojourner, the fatherless and widow. And all the people shall say, so be it.
So be it.
Cursed is he who lies with his father's wife, because he has uncovered the corner of his father's bed. And all the people shall say, so be it.
So be it.
Cursed is he who lies with any beast. And all the people shall say, so be it.
So be it.
Cursed is he who lies with his sister, the daughter of his father, or the daughter of his mother. And all the people shall say, so be it.
So be it.
Cursed is he who lies with his mother-in-law. And all the people shall say, so be it.
So be it.
Cursed is he who strikes his neighbor secretly. And all the people shall say, so be it.
So be it.
Cursed is he who takes a bribe to strike an innocent being. And all the people shall say, so be it.
So be it.
Cursed is he who does not establish the words of this Torah. And all the people shall say, so be it.
So be it. Now, y'all realize what y'all just did. Did you say so be it?
Yes, sir.
You Israel. You just joined yourself, bro.
Hallelujah.
You joined your soul too. See, that's what it is. See, that's what this thing is. So now we got to go. Y'all go ahead and sit down. Did y'all see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So how did y'all put them letters together? All of a sudden, this is what soul nephesh is. Right?
Hallelujah.
Come on. Dabarine 8:3.
And he humbled you and let you suffer hunger.
You hear that? He said, and he humbled you and let you suffer hunger. Come on.
And fed you with manna,
And fed you with manna. Come on.
which you did not know, nor did your fathers know, to make you know that man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of Yahweh.
So you see, that's why he gathered you around so you can eat bread when the corn is being tread. That's why he said, don't muzzle the ox that treadeth out the corn. See, so when we treading out corn, you are being fed. You're eating. Peter, feed my sheep.
That's right.
Peter, feed my sheep.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
See, this is all, see what I'm saying? So we the only people that we going on a different level. We just sitting around listening to a fair story like, oh,
Yeah.
pretty nice. It's a good covenant.
Hallelujah.
No, there's stuff going on. Your soul is being gathered.
That's right.
You ain't standing there. Your soul is.
Come on.
Your body is just holding your soul.
Come on.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Makes
Yes.
sense.
Yeah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Well, I think we're ready to go a little deeper then. I think we're ready.
Yes, sir.
All right, here's the nephesh number 2. All right, we finna get this understanding. Then we're finna get in there. What do you think so far, Brother Snow?
Definitely concrete. You know, he walked us from the beginning, establishing, you know, what it is that the Father was doing through Moses to give to the Levites and the priesthood to give to Israel.
That's right. Now listen, so watch this. Nephesh, number 2. So the AD means the action definition, which is the verb refresh.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
The concrete definition was a feminine noun, soul. So let's deal with these two right now. So when your soul went and stood before the Levites that ministered right there, what was you doing? Was you giving the Levites something?
No.
What were they doing?
Give you something.
You were standing there and you beheld.
Right.
You was beholding. Right?
Yes, sir.
You were receiving something. So you was in submission.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This came from the husbandmen. You know what I mean? Right?
Yes, sir.
That's why he said, I let you hunger. Then I gave you manna. Does this make sense?
It makes
Yes,
sense.
sir.
So in that feminine noun, you was going, so the males go and stand, all right, before the ministers to receive
Yeah.
for their houses.
Yeah.
You receive, all right, so that your soul goes, so that the continuation of the seed, the righteous seed, continues on
Yeah.
It makes sense.
in these appointed times. Right?
Yes, Pastor.
So then when we look at the verb, when you go to these appointed times, you become refreshed.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So that you can go back and take that
Hallelujah.
that refreshing, that joy,
Come on.
right? The joy of being in the presence of Yah.
Yes. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Right? When you go to the feast, do you be refreshed?
Most definitely.
Yes, sir.
Do we?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Word.
sir.
So this is, I mean, how did this,
Hallelujah.
So
we didn't just write this today, how did,
Yeah.
So point.
we just been there and experienced, right?
Yes.
Man, y'all power, man.
Most
Yes,
definitely.
sir.
Hallelujah.
Let's go. So we're going to dig into this, the account of the soul. So we're going to look at your Hezekiah 18:20. We're going to look at Leviticus 5:1 today. And then we're going to look at 2 Corinthians 5:10. So we can sum that up. Then we're going to get into this other portion of YHWH that we need to dig into. All right?
The person whose sins shall die. A child shall not suffer for the iniquity of a parent, nor a parent suffer for the iniquity of a child.
All right. So I want y'all listening. So in other words, and I think in some of the other versions, all right, it says that if a soul shall sin, right, the soul shall die. So we talking about, being twice dead, plucked up by the roots, right?
Yes.
You die in the second death. Bodily death, then you turn around and you die the eternal death, where your soul won't have any more refreshing. You won't be in the appointment of Yahweh anymore. See, the appointment is to the kingdom.
Yeah.
He appointed you to eternal life.
Yeah.
This makes sense?
It makes
Yes,
sense.
sir.
But hell have enlarged their place.
That's true.
And some people ain't in the appointment no more.
Yeah.
The soul sin, it shall die.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is what I'm trying to make you understand, because the gist of all of this is that you ain't just sitting and listening. That's why we taking our time. I'm dealing with a few verses that I'm dealing with. That's why I showed you this chapter was for calling out. These are some of the things that's getting called out in it.
Right.
You the soul that's going to stand before it.
Right.
You the soul that's going to give covenant, because that's what your soul is designed to do.
Yeah.
Those of you who are of Yahweh,
Yeah.
your nephesh. Man, it's powerful, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Hallelujah.
I've been eating on this kid.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to take my time. I want to bust and just blab it all out. Just one word. Ah! I'm just like, y'all keep me calm. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Jesus have mercy.
Hallelujah.
All right, let's look at Leviticus 5:1.
And when a being sings, and that he has heard the voice of swearing.
Right, now that's in the scriptures, right? Yep. And KJV said when a soul sing and hear the voice of swearing. Nephesh.
Yeah.
Come on.
And is a witness, or has seen, or has known, but does not reveal it, he shall bear his crookedness.
You hear that? See what happens? See what I'm saying? So this whole thing, here let me give you this picture. Why I said YHWH is so important, because it's like we saw in Barakh when we read that in Barakh 27 during that calling out. And he was going over all of these things, bestiality and all the things that was called out. Your soul was standing there so that you get the functionality.
Yeah.
This is how you live. This is how you live, and not be destroyed.
Right. Yeah. Hallelujah.
So you gotta understand. Remember, I said Satan is the most subtle creature.
Yeah.
So then, when we deal with mechanics that's coming and doing transmission, Satan won't get his hands on. So you can kind of just you be right there next to something. Like instead of being in front of the camera, you right there, just like not really in it.
Yeah.
So when you get to the gate, he's like, and the gate ain't open, it's like, you ain't never call out that you saw all this stuff going on. You ain't never say nothing. But I was with Pastor Dow now. Sent him away. Never knew it.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
No.
But see, the whole purpose is for your soul to stand present. That's why I said be quick to listen
Yeah.
and slow to speak.
Yeah.
Because guess what? These things right here, if you just start speaking, you don't know what he was saying, and you just start blabbing out your mouth, your soul was standing there. You took your soul to stand there before that.
That's true.
If you see sin and you don't call it out, you don't say nothing. Look, you are sinning. You're a partaker. Some of y'all come in the house and see stuff. Like, you turn your head, you're like, well, that ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. You hear this, Jay? Don't let nobody trick you. Don't say nothing.
Come on.
Do you hear? I just was on a diet. Look, hey, don't you get caught up in it. I'm just saying.
That's right.
Hear me, Di? Chill, y'all hear me up there? All right. Let's go 2 Corinthians 5:10.
For we all have to appear before the judgment seat of Messiah, in order for each one to receive according to what he has done in the body, whether good or evil.
You hear this? You got to give account for what you have done inside of these bodies.
Yeah.
But then what is he talking about? Your soul, right?
Yes.
You're going to have to appear before a judge and say, you are. Because you did something inside their body.
Yeah.
You agreed to a false oath. You took false covenant. Committed adultery. You made their body commit adultery.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have rule, right?
Yeah.
Over your flesh.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes, sir.
So I'm trying to get you before we get to just the little subtle aspects with keeping the Sabbath. Appointments. When y'all said appointment with you, you expected what? He ain't suggesting that you be there.
No,
Man.
man.
I mean, people be just saying it. I don't think I'm going this year. You can't go is one thing.
Yeah.
If you walk through the cornfield and you're hungry on the Sabbath, that's one thing. Right?
Yes.
So don't be religious. But when it's in your will and you are able, that's right. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
You got it, D. Y'all heard that?
Yes, sir.
Was you done? All right, so here we go. So as we prepare to evaluate the first appointed time, all right, the first appointed time. Yes, I said first appointed time. Because y'all go down in that thing in order.
Yes, sir.
You just like he meant it.
Yes.
Let us be reminded of a concrete aspect of YHWH 23, 1 and 2. All right? So here it is. A, Yah's order. The sons gather to Yah instead of the people. Why is that? Huh?
That's what we have to answer to. Yeah. He's the one.
The son. It's the men.
Yeah, why is it the men?
The order of Yah.
It's the order of Yah. It's the order of Yah.
That's right. See that what did he do? He look, he said he gave it to Adam to name the animals.
Hallelujah.
Till the garden, right?
Yep.
And he saw that Adam, it wasn't good for Adam to be alone.
Right.
And he gave him what?
Help.
A 50%.
No. 100%.
Real.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
A rib. A help me, right?
Yes, sir.
Help me do some of these things I'm already doing.
That's right.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Do y'all hear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Or Yahshua may send you to a city, Brother Snow, and you start, and all of a sudden it's righteous men being raised up.
Come on.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying?
That's it right there.
A righteous nation spawn up over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yah's people spawn up over there.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
That's good.
Because your soul, you done went and stood before the calling out.
That's right.
Hallelujah. That's it.
That's why you draw near to where it's at. So pass it down, bam, there it is, right there.
Wow. That's it. That's it.
See what I'm saying?
Hallelujah.
It's being called out over there by one. So you got to identify one of his ministers.
That's
Yes.
it. That's good, man.
And then you get there, then you be raised up.
Yes.
So that now you can take this back to your home.
Come on.
Because that's the order.
That's right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Hallelujah.
That's right, continue. See, we talking about it right now.
That's it.
Look at this.
Hallelujah.
B, the souls of men gathering in the feminine form to receive for their houses and tribes. Y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Up there. Brother Dan, I want you to get Brother David up there. Now watch this. So I'm going first. And I don't know what y'all going to say, but y'all go after me, and then you can tell me later on what you said, or you can type it in the box. Now, Deacon, y'all is increasing my territory. So what I need from you is that now, from now on, every man that's going to come in the Sabbath, they need to understand every Sabbath they come in, they need to check in with you, because I need you checking their spirits. They need to understand that they got to be on point. See, watch this. When the sun go down today, I'm commanding all the men, we're going to go out there and set them porta potties in place. We're going to put lights over there. We got to drive the trucks over there, and we're going to get that in place tonight. So we're going to wait till the morning, because the day, the first day is going to start at Sunday.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to start that. Then tomorrow in the morning, when daylight come in, then we're going to do something else. See, that's what we got. So that mindset that I'm giving an example, and I say that example for right now, is that the readiness. We need to have the men on a different readiness. So I'm holding you responsible for the readiness of these men, so that then when they go back to their house, when their soul go back, they have a different seriousness about how they're going to build the houses, the tribes of Israel.
Hallelujah.
And so you can go sit down, D.
Hallelujah.
See, that's what I need you to do, because see, we're raising up communities, and people don't know how to be men. So you should be able to talk to another strong man. I didn't mean no intent by poking in the deacon, but I meant what I said.
Yes, sir.
It wasn't meant for no offense.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
See, because I'm showing you in act, he came out to a head,
Yeah.
to a minister. See, we all got to be in that role. That's why I put in B in the feminine form. In the feminine form that now is in a state of beholding, receiving. See, let me point something out. Deacon, open up to Psalms 123. See, so I want to point something out. Y'all ain't getting it. See, we got to understand that if you're going to make it in this, see, when I see y'all, when you get puffed up, when you start going in opposition, man, you ain't an Israelite. You don't understand. You called out to come stand in submission.
Yes, sir. Yes.
To behold and hear
Yeah.
and receive. That's when you see all these men that come. If we ain't got everything right, guess what? We're being restored. So be patient while we're being restored, but you be in submission and be obedient.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
It makes sense?
Makes
Yes,
sense.
sir.
Let's go, Deacon. Let's read that.
I shall lift up my eyes unto you who dwell in the heavens.
Stop. You hear what he said? So what is he doing? Beholding, ain't he? So look, so he's beholding right now.
Yes.
See, when you behold, you open.
Yes, sir.
Ready to receive.
See that?
Yes.
Come on.
Hallelujah.
See, as the eyes of a servant are toward the hand of their master.
Stop. See, when the eyes of a servant is toward the hand of his master, when is the master going to feed him? When? Whenever he's going to feed him.
Yeah.
But the job of the servant is to do what? Behold, keep his eyes on what?
Yeah.
The hand of his master.
Yeah.
Come on.
As the eyes of a female servant are toward the hand of her mistress, so are our eyes toward Yahweh, our Elohim.
Here it is. See, that's why you come out. So when these things get called out to you, you come out in functionality to behold so you can hear.
Yeah.
So when you leave there, number one, heaven and earth can witness that it was in your hearing this day.
Yeah.
See, that's where Satan got you, because then he waited along the way to put the stumbling block right there so he can accuse you. Look, he didn't even go to the feast. Can I take his job? Can I cause him to get sick? Well, you open for it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
See, the refreshing and understanding, we're going to talk about that even more, because see, now we're talking about the souls of men getting ready to understand this first appointed time. This is the first thing concerning refreshing we need to get ready to understand. So I had us to understand how diligent we need to be in this. I had Deacon to come out. I told Kabir to bring David out and poke him in his chest. I hope you poked him good too. Brother Rob, I know you played football, but I hope Dane poked you all in your chest. Because here it is that you got to understand that that's your role to come out and behold. You become an excellent soul when you can behold, when you can be quick to hear and slow to speak. Don't you? You become a good soul when a brother bring an alt to you. And if he hear.
That's right.
Right? And that's if you receive. Y'all see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So then what we got to deal with, watch this. See, this is a big picture. This is why Yah called us a wife. That's why he said being ready for the bridegroom. When the bridegroom cometh. Look at this word, Esh and Ishaya. There's the Hebrew form of it. Alright. Yep, there's the Hebrew form of it right here. Aleph Shin, and then you got Aleph Shin Hey. The only difference between the two is one is receiving and the other one is consuming. All because of the Hey. The Hey is what puts that in submission to receive. That's why she help me. So you dare to say, Gabby, I need you to do this. Gabby, I need you to do that. But then you get people on the internet, that ain't all she made for.
What's a couple other things too?
Right. All of them receive.
Yeah.
All of them receive.
All of them.
All receive.
Right?
Yes, sir.
When you start receiving, you start giving it, boy, you way out of line.
Fire.
You're wearing baseball cap,
Fire.
sagging your pants. You're a fire. Right?
Yes, sir.
See, that's why you become a consuming. See, Esh is a fire. That's out of order function.
Yes, sir.
Out of order function. That's why he had the men to come. So because that's how he made it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the order, right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
It ain't because, well, some women are smarter. Women are smarter. But so what? Don't mean you don't listen.
Sure don't.
Listen to my dumb ass then, right?
Hallelujah.
Ain't?
That's good.
Yes, sir.
That's good.
Uh-oh, somebody was there, they was doing good. Man. Messed up the message. Sure did. This ain't church.
Hallelujah.
Right, so let's look at a few examples right here at the bottom. See, this is going to do it for us, all right? Let's look at Dabarim 16:16. But y'all get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Do y'all?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
See, so far, I'm going to tell you where we should be at. If I get some more water or something, that'd be real good too. This is where we should be at. We should be at the point where we start to really see that image that Yah has. This is why I was arguing with people a long time ago, talking about no pastors and this and that. When I'm like, you don't even see the structure, the internal structure of Yah.
Sure don't.
I don't care how much studying some of y'all do, you don't get this. Do you?
It's on priests.
No. You gon' right?
And still be on.
And be off. Let's go, Dabarim.
3 times a year, all your males appear before Yahweh your Elohim in the place which he chooses, at the festival of Matzah, at the festival of Shavuot, at the festival of Sukkot, and none should appear before Yahweh empty-handed.
You hear this? He telling you. Why? Because you doing well. We're gonna get there. But you busting your tail all year.
Yeah.
So you better not come empty-handed.
No.
You the man. You the producer. You doing husbandry. You see, listen how he talking.
Yeah.
So you gotta listen intently before we go. He said, all the males appear before me.
That's
3
right.
times.
Yeah.
3 times a year at this appointed time.
Yeah.
Them is harvest time.
Mm-hmm.
You produced enough for you, and you produced enough for the house of Yah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You better have,
Yeah.
because You work, how many days you said you work?
6 days. Work.
That's right. You got it? So out of 365 days, you are mandated to rest a little over
52 days.
Well, but you got the other feast
Plus
days.
the feast days.
So probably about
66.
yeah.
Yeah.
You see that? You mandated to rest. That's the only days you better rest. Because other days you better be working.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You can't come to idleness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's how I look at it every day. It's a you understand?
Yeah.
It's a constant climbing.
Yeah.
And then they brought you to sit down before video games. Hours upon hours. I've been there, bro. I've been that type of dude. Ain't no fulfillment in your real life. Now your video game life, oh, you good to go.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of badges. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can't feed your wife.
Yes, sir.
I had a dude, his wife left him. This dude was lying, saying he was going to work. And he was going over to another one of the guys' house I know. Now he was good because he was selling on the street.
Yeah.
But you had a job, lost your job because you over there blowing and playing video games till 3. Then you get off work. The wife got like, and it came out, you had an addiction to playing video games. See what happened?
Yeah.
See how he took a whole man. You're a soul, you was created for this purpose.
Yeah.
But he took you out of that. That's why y'all saying, look, don't let your son, you take them and show them how to stand before me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let them come before this calling out, this proclaiming.
That's right.
They to be in their ears.
That's right.
Hallelujah.
Y'all hear?
Makes sense.
Come on. I mean, we only read 2 verses in 23. We almost done though for the day. I mean, look. Yeah. Come on. YHWH or Yehoshua. Whichever one y'all like. Whichever one sound good to you. Yehoshua.
So Yehoshua arose early in the morning and brought Yisrael by their tribes. And the tribe of Yehudah was taken. And he brought the clan of Yehudah. And he took the clan of the Zarhites. And he brought the clan of the Zarhites by men. And Zabdi was...
You there? He brought them by who?
Men.
Because he trying to get down, look, he trying to get down to the subject, so he can go ask the one. No.
Yeah.
Come on.
And Zabdi was taken. And he brought his household by men. And Achan, son of Carmi, son of Zabdi, son of Zurah, of the tribe of Yehudah, was taken.
You hear this? See, he brought him because he trying to get down to the bottom. You're supposed to be established in your house.
Yeah.
Now this chapter called, when you see how, man, when you read the chapter before and you read this chapter, oh man, this thing blew me away. It's just how powerful y'all work. And he worked different, worked through his order, because Joshua don't know what was going on. He had to go bring the men out.
Yeah.
Always he brought out the tribe of Judah.
Yeah.
But it's but when you understand, if your soul is in tune with Yah, this is how things like this happen. Yah bring you right to it.
Yeah.
Because that's what he ain't changed. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Pastor.
So this is how he works. Let's go. Corinthians.
Let your women be silent in the assemblies, for they are not allowed to speak, but let them subject themselves, as Torah also says. If they wish to learn whatever, let them ask their own husbands at home, for it is improper for women to speak in an assembly.
Now, you gotta understand what's going on. See, a lot of people, we ain't gonna spend time on this. But see, you gotta understand, our purpose right now, we're talking about order. Why is it saying that? Because your husband was supposed to appear.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
There is a head in place for you to go to and get that answer.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, brother.
That's why he went to, when them Babylonian garments and that gold and silver was under their tent, he went to the men.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't go knock on the tent. Hey, come here.
No.
To his wife. You got something under the tent. No, because what she was going to do? She was going to protect him.
Yeah.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you be in cahoots in evil.
Right.
But you as a man, you supposed to know Leviticus 5 when you see or when you hear.
Yeah.
Or if you.
Mm-hmm.
Then confess.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because your soul, you the one that's in that body. So it's best to go ahead and go forward and confess.
Yeah.
Because remember, you taking your soul. See, we look at it different when we be going before people. I done sat before people. They look me right in my eyes. And I ain't do that. That's why I say I know these people ain't spiritual then. I know it.
Yeah.
Because you don't realize your soul is standing before me, not you, who you think you are.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I'm already dealing with souls. Because I got to give an account.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Do I got to give account for your soul?
You do.
Yes, sir.
But y'all don't think like that. You just, again, I told y'all flesh, we Israel. When you understand, so I gotta say all of this just for what we getting ready to read, right? Then the message over with. I have to say all of this just so we can get to this what we about to read. Was we done with Corinthians?
35 too. No, that's it.
That was it? All right, let's go to the next slide. Here we go. All right. Let's look at it. What that say up there, Josh? Read that on the screen.
Seventh day of rest. Let all the sons gather around to get understanding and application for those of the renewed concerning the appointed rest.
All right. So we talking about the renewed what?
New covenant.
Right?
Yes.
Concerning what?
The appointed rest.
What type of rest?
The appointed
Appointed.
See, this is why you different than the world. This is why you say, well, my Sabbath is on Sunday. No, you look, back up. Come on, souls. Y'all gather up here. Come on. Come on, right here. Okay, over there. All right, y'all get the men up there in them communities, in them homesteads. Get the men up there. All right, sisters, y'all see these men? I'm talking to y'all online too. Y'all see them? So they're getting ready to hear. Because see, after when we get done, I want y'all to drill them. We're gonna ask them questions once the camera go off. Oh Lord. Well, guess what? Listen. Listen intently. Right? You listening, Gabe? So see, you gonna have to stand up there one day for my grandbabies. I know it don't seem real right now because he's riding bikes and shooting marbles. They don't shoot marbles no more, man. Oh man. You ever heard that, man? Shooting marbles. That's what I'm saying. See, that's back in the day, ain't it? Yeah, I was my grandma used to say that. I'm like, what the heck is shooting marbles? I ain't never shot no marbles. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go. Eberine. Come on.
Again, he limited a certain day, saying in David, today, after so long a time, as it is said, today, if you will hear his voice.
Who you talking to? Who's he talking to? What book is this?
Hebrews.
Right?
Yeah.
So who you talking to?
Hebrews.
Right?
Yes.
And who we got gathered?
Hebrews.
Right? Got the sons gathered, right?
Yes, sir.
So come on.
Today, if you will hear his voice, harden not your heart.
What you say, dude?
Harden not your heart.
All right, go ahead.
For if Jesus had given them rest, then would he not afterward have spoken of another day?
So y'all hear this? So if he would have given them rest, then wouldn't he not afterwards? After what? After his resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
Did he speak to them in another day in them 40 days that he walked?
No.
Come on.
There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of Yah. For he that is entered into his rest, he also hath ceased from his own works, as Yah did from his. Let us labor therefore to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief.
Y'all hear that? So that just got proclaimed in your ear. So you must, now see, this is why I'm saying it. Watch this. This is why I'm saying it. You must enter into that rest. But see, some kind of way, Satan has belittled the Sabbath, so we enter into that Sabbath any old kind of way. We enter into it how we want to enter. We add on our little add-on.
Yeah, that's true.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
But he said one thing in this that's going to take us right on where we need to be. He who is entered into that rest, what?
For he that is entered into his rest,
He who is entered into that rest, come on.
he also hath ceased.
He also have ceased. That's it right there.
Yeah.
You also have ceased what?
From his own works, as Yah did from his.
You see that? That's it. Now we're like, well, what is it? Well, that's where we're going to go. That's where we're going to get some understanding. Y'all go sit down. Now we're going to get some understanding. Y'all can let the men sit down. See, we keep bringing these men up before, because see, guess what? Some people might be telling me, why ain't bringing them up again? Why shut your mouth? Because we're showing the action that people don't really see, that men got to keep coming before y'all.
Yeah, hallelujah.
Well, he poured his spirit out on all flesh. Well, that's good. He did. But the men still got to come before y'all.
Yeah, hallelujah.
It's the order.
Right?
Yes, sir.
That's what happened too. Hallelujah.
So, how do the sons gather to the bridegroom and hear the instruction to walk in rested appointment of ceasing? In the restored appointment of ceasing. I'm say it, read it again. How do the sons gather to the bridegroom and hear the instructions to walk in restored appointment of ceasing? Let that sit in. Let it simmer. Let it sit a little longer. All right, let's go to the next screen. All right, so let's dig in from the mechanical translation. All right, we're going to come down to the end. We're going to be done, but this is the nugget of the day. We were getting ready to end off on this. Because there ain't no way, once we dig in like we digging, that we was going to make it through the whole Leviticus chapter 23. Because you got to understand, I need you to really see the difference in you listening to a word and then you being present.
Yeah.
Big difference.
That's right, because now you know the difference of being present. You know your soul is present, right?
Yes,
And that now that's a different level of accountability.
Right.
yes.
Did anybody get that, or was it just me?
No problem.
Folks be wrestling with that.
Yeah.
It's crucial.
All right, so we're going to read verse 23. 23:3. Let's go, D.
days, business will be done.
Stop. It says 6 days. What will be done?
Busyness.
Come on.
And the 7th day is a ceasing rest period.
It's a ceasing rest period.
Yeah.
Come on.
A special meeting. No business will be done. She is a ceasing in all your settling places.
All right, this said a lot. It said a lot. One of the things that she is. Right? Receiving. So when you enter into that, you're in a place of receiving. Your soul is. Your soul was you're supposed to show up to the appointment so you'll know and understand why you're ceasing. Why your soul was called to this appointment. So you can take this back home so they know what this ceasing is about.
That makes sense.
This makes sense?
Makes sense.
Break it down.
Right? And one thing he said, she is a ceasing in all your settling places. Well, guess what? You settled in.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
You say in Jerusalem?
No.
When you get back in the land?
No, Pastor.
Wherever you at.
Wherever you at.
Wherever you settle.
And even in the admonishment to the Iberine, or Hebrew, however you want to pronounce, all right? But we just in there, like Hebrew. You know what I mean? So if you want, and I mean, if you can understand, the admonishment was ceasing like Yah did. That's all this is about. But you gotta understand the ceasing ain't just why just ceasing. You're like, then what do I get? Oh, you get a bunch. They read Moses in every ceasing period. Yes, they did. There's a refreshing that's due to you. They're gonna give you because I'm going to work you for almost 365. Y'all hear?
Yes, Pastor.
Watch this. See, let's get some understanding. First, understand the concrete essence of the direct instruction of the mechanical version versus the suggestive structure of the Greco-Roman versions constructed by the Goyim. All right? So here we go. Here's noble concrete differences number 2. All right? This is getting ready to take us on out. So in the NRSV, it says 6 days shall work be done. But the 7th day is a Sabbath of complete rest. A holy convocation. You shall do no work. Right? It is a Sabbath to the Lord throughout your settlement. You hear?
Yes, Pastor.
Now watch this. 6 days business will be done.
There's a tone.
You see this?
Amen.
So see, that's what I'm saying. So watch this. Well, see, we saying it, and that's why I told y'all to listen to this message. Because when you have brothers that's laying around in y'all community, they don't get it. See, it's easy to see who on page you ain't. Because 6 days you will what?
Work.
You will do business. I want you to say business for a reason. You say work, it's work, we get it. You see, business has some structures to it. That's That's why, see, the whole thing, you're going to get it, why all the males been coming out. You came in that rested time or that appointment so that you can get what you're supposed to get out of it. Get the refreshing, because you're going to go right back to what?
Business.
Right back to business. Make sense?
It makes sense.
And the seventh day is a ceasing period. That's what it is, a period.
Right.
That Yahweh set aside for you. It says over here, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of complete rest. Ceasing period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sabbath of complete rest. Right? A holy convocation. A special meeting.
Yeah.
Special meeting. Right?
Yes.
Be there.
Yes.
Right? Holy convocation. I don't think I feel like going this time. No. Guys, this is a special meeting. This is a special meeting.
Makes sense.
See, but you ain't here, but people don't enter in like that every week. You gotta understand, you got a special meeting showing up every week. You got a special meeting.
Yeah.
But Paul said labor enter in. So you gotta be, you get what I'm saying now?
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
You got a special meeting, so you gotta think about that. See, I started thinking about the special meeting on Tuesday.
Yeah. First.
Like, dang. Boom, I gotta make sure I get this done, this gotta be out the way, I gotta do this.
Yeah.
When I ride in, I'm riding in, finishing the message, blog talk. I want to be a bunch of stuff. They said man, listen. Right? Look what it says. You shall do no work. Right?
Verses.
No business will be done. We don't do job. Don't do no business. Which one, Snow?
No business will be done.
No business will be done. She is a ceasing in all your blood. Where you gonna do this at?
Several places.
All right. So when we look at the NRSV, we got some where we can run with it, but then we got some where it's like, it ain't really as firm as right here.
That's true.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So watch this. Let's get some understanding. I'm gonna hit y'all over the head right here. Let's finish it out. So I already know this was a make you fall out the window message. I know some of y'all ready to get up. It's like Paul did. I think I was telling my wife how long I talked to Drew the other night. Said, how long he talked, Paul? I said, boy, if he was sitting by the window, boy, he would have fell out. But I wasn't planning on stopping, boy. Here. I was going, boy. Here. He was like this. I was still going. So I better lay down. Lay off this boy. All right, let's look at Genesis 3:19. Let's listen.
By the sweat of your face, you are to eat bread until you return to the ground.
Stop! You hear what he said?
Yeah.
Who's he talking to? Eve.
No.
Do you see that? You see? So that's why when we're looking at this concreteness, guess what? You ain't got no stopping time. You lucky he gave you stopping time.
Yeah.
That's where it's coming from. That's the tone it's coming from. You lucky I gave you stopping time. Right?
Yes, sir.
Because you hearken to the woman,
Yeah.
Now you gonna get your bread from the sweat of your brow.
Yeah.
So guess what? Who the one that go out?
Man.
That's right. You the one. If you provide not these three things, how you gonna provide?
Yeah.
That you sweat from your brow.
That's it.
Right?
That's it.
Food, raiment, what? Conjugal right. So you ain't no way you can do that. Ain't gonna be no conjugal right, boy, if you ain't fed nobody.
I know.
Yeah. You keep stepping, bro. Yeah. Some of these jokers got it backwards, don't they? What? You ain't get paid? Well, you ain't. Look, I can't do nothing for you today. You might as well go on to the back room. I'm going down in the man cave. Right. But this makes sense.
Yes, sir.
It's right there.
Yes.
He said, you gonna get your, if y'all was saying, if you don't beat them feet, you ain't gonna eat, boy.
Yes, sir.
So this is why, you see why that's an appointed time, like, I gotta get this to them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this to them weekly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't wait a month. What if you only gave you Sabbath once a month? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Boy.
That's Yah, but see, we don't understand. When we run around here, he did away with the law.
Right. No.
When this is wisdom.
It sure is. Yeah.
He said, in all your getting, get understand. This is wisdom Yah had for you.
Right. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
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 Right?
Yes.
Finish reading.
For dust you are, and to dust you return.
You get that, Kevin?
Yes, sir.
So what it means, Yah set you up for how many years you live. So I was telling Brother Keith this morning, I said, so if you live 70, 80 years, look how many days you only had to rest.
Yeah.
You count them days up.
Yeah.
Out of how many days you live, you do 365 days times 7.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you subtract the number of Sabbaths in a year. So how many days you was forced to work?
Yeah.
If you working.
Mm-hmm.
If you out getting in the garden, you doing what our people do.
Yeah.
He blessing the work of your hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
You know you thankful. That's why you're gonna come in and rest in him and be refreshed.
That's right.
You're gonna know how to thank him. That
Yes.
woo,
Yes.
woo.
Hallelujah.
You let your mind, your soul, your being, you bring your soul come to that appointment. So
Yes.
your mind rests. See what I'm saying? Right? Your body rests.
Yeah.
Your breathing gets to slow down.
Everything.
Right? 'Cause when you hump, it's like, right?
Yeah.
That soul working, ain't it? Y'all ain't hearing me. I know it's way out there. I know it's way out there.
I hear you saying.
What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
No, this because you're sitting at the feet of the Holy Spirit. I'm trying to tell y'all something. This real life for Israel. See, it's just this simple for us to understand how to walk in this.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
See, because when we get done with this whole Leviticus, you ain't gonna be asking about should we buy on a high Sabbath or should we do this. We just gonna get in it and understand what all this is.
Yeah.
I ain't telling you what it is. We finna get in it.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Right?
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
See, this little bit right here is helping us. Why I got you set up so you understand when we first started this message. But to tell you the truth, we only did 3 verses out of Leviticus 23 today.
Yes, sir.
1 and 2, right?
Amen.
Then I want you to understand what YHWH was about. So I took you to YHWH 1 and 1 to show you that's how it started out. It starts out as a book of proclaiming.
That's right.
Yeah.
Calling out.
That's right. Was that it on 19? Let's go. Mark 2:27.
And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't make it optional for you. He made Sabbath for the man. Why? Because he already told you in Genesis 3:19 that you're going to be busting your tail till you go back to the dirt.
Yeah.
That's the mandate.
Yeah.
You and all the men on this earth should be busting their tail. But you can see how the enlarged, increased attitude kept in. Because guess what? Now you want robots to do everything.
Yeah.
Robots cooking hamburgers.
Yeah.
Robots cutting your hair.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, robots conjure the right. Robots wiping your butt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sit on the toilet.
Yeah.
Digital. Wipe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second time.
Yeah.
Yeah, do y'all hear me?
That is real.
Alright, shut the toilet. Flush. You don't want to do nothing. You don't want to physically do nothing no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sexual relations goggles. On. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, this how you know these folks is the seed of Satan. Because guess what? Y'all got a mandate for you to bust your tail for 6 days. You do business.
That's true.
And we're going to deal with business here in a second. But I want you to see what y'all was saying. It's all mandated. See, we get a better understanding for that first appointment?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
Right?
Hallelujah. Yes, sir.
Deuteronomy 5:14.
But the seventh day is a Sabbath of Yahweh your Elohim. You do not do any work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male slave, nor your female slave, nor your ox, nor your donkey, nor any of your cattle, nor the stranger who is within your gates, so that your male servant and your female servant rest as you do.
All right. You understand? Who is he talking to?
That's the man.
That's right. He's talking to the man of the house. Did you notice that? You see what I'm saying? That's why he said for your wife to be quiet. Because I'm sending it to you so you go get it from him. So you don't get deceived by nothing else.
Come on.
That makes sense? But you was arguing about what you mean, be quiet. He want you get it from your house.
Yeah.
Where you became one. Where I sent you to go help so you hear it from there.
Yeah.
So you can remain and help him enter in the way he's supposed to enter in. Right? Don't let my house be lingering coming into the Sabbath. Get my house into the rest. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Get us on in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to wrap up business. I'm going to wrap up the work. You help me get in the rest. Oh, ain't it? I mean, that's a whole nother way to look at it, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
See, we Israel, dog. Don't make you feel like.
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah.
Yes, sir.
That's how I want to be able to walk up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We walked up. My Isha behind me, my children.
Yeah.
We all stand. We Israel.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
You understand?
Hallelujah.
I know I've been hitting that weight, Josh. Right? Back pounding, boy. Y'all. You couldn't mess with y'all, man. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. See, that's why I get it. See, y'all was standing up here because y'all the workers, the producers.
Yeah.
If you don't produce for Israel, if you don't produce righteousness for Israel, if you don't hear righteousness for Israel so that the seed can continue, that's why your soul's standing there. So he told you right here in Dabarim. He want everybody being refreshed. Now we're in the act, the action. All right? See, the concrete was just your soul that's receiving, standing there receiving.
Yeah.
Now you put it into action. He want all y'all, all the souls resting in this setup appointment. Because y'all got y'all working. Your ox is working. It's doing the business. Because they the one treading the corn so that you can bring in the harvest.
Yeah.
When you show up, because you ain't going to show up empty-handed, because you've been doing it like I said.
Yeah.
Because I told you in Genesis that you're going to do it right until you turn back to dust.
Yeah.
But because I love you, I'm going to give you some rest.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Ain't it deep?
Yeah.
Ain't it?
It is.
Ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Woo, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Woo! Look, he said, look, work is lifelong mandate. You hear that?
Yes, it is.
Lifelong, Kevin. Lifelong, brother. When you get born, you might as well get rested. People be saying, I wish. Man, I wish I was a man. No. I wish I was a man. You wish you was a man. No, but see, when people first start coming to the way, and then you get tricked like, see, now we ain't nothing, no, it ain't that. When you really figure out, when the men really figure out this thing, and be men, when I see men sitting around, you ain't took out the trash, you ain't did nothing. I was looking at all them little young boys, I said, look at this ain't no men. But they got you feeling like men. That's why I say what I say. Because I know what you're doing. Instagram day, you know what I mean? You know, you get your little girl, they calling you all on Instagram, got your shirt off, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Got them feeling like you a man, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'll be there when I be there. He's like, Lord help. So I eat these little young dudes up, boy, you hear me? That's it? Oh yeah, call the place. They gonna tell you to call the place, you know? I got the number for you. I ain't gonna get out there and bust a great. Dad, my tire on flat. Is it? You see that? Look, it's a lifelong mandate that comes with a prescribed rest. It comes with it. So you get it? Lifelong work sentence. They come with a prescribed work for the heads and all his possession. It comes with it. So if you're a head, this is what your life package is. Work and rest. And I'm gonna give you rest for all your that's what you're gonna be in this earth.
Hallelujah.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now let's understand that to the last depth I want you to see. Is this message all right?
Yes, sir. That's good.
Right?
Praise God.
Hallelujah. All right, so here's our closing thoughts so we can get some understanding. All right? So, we got a special meeting. All right? Y'all called it special because you're not only getting refreshed physically because you're not laboring, but your spirit gets refreshed. That's why I said we go to these appointed times, your spirit gets refreshed because guess what? We see Yah comes down and meet with us during his appointed time. Our man, when we was low in performance, we learned. So we can go back now and be even greater in our business.
That's right.
And we be even greater in our work week. See, you got to understand that the evil one is trying to shut you down in your work week any way he can. See, Yah said he desired that, right? He desired what? That your health what? That you be in even as your soul prospers. Even as what? Your soul prospers. He desired that you be in good health. See, you want to think about that. See, that's why I'm saying I'm trying to get everybody to just get your body in position. I know how I feel because guess what? I went this week, I did a whole college workout with them cats. I'm 44. Now I was hurt. I knew it. You understand? That I knew that was coming with it.
Yeah.
But while I was going through, they was looking at me like, I can't believe this cat keeping up with it.
Yeah.
Drew was like, you been do the whole work? I'm like, boy. Boy, I was hurt, dog. It got to one point my legs couldn't move. I just stood on the thing like, you good? I'm like, what? I'm good. Yeah. Boy, I laid down that night, they was on there talking. I'm just saying in pain, like, boy, if I pay for one of these sisters to come up here and help me. Lord, I need some help. Jesus. You all right? You quiet over there? Oh, yeah, I'm good, dog. But so, Yah desires that when your physical body rests, your soul get rest.
Yeah.
Your soul.
Hallelujah.
Your soul get rest by sitting and eating on the bread again. The bread of life. That he gives you every time you come into fellowship, every time we gather into him.
That's right.
Your soul get to be refreshed.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's the whole meaning. So then when you go, it's just like me. Did I come home with a refreshing, baby? How did it feel when I was coming home with all this refreshing from the word? See, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to my sons, and I can deal with them, I can deal with y'all. It's like, the refreshing is beautiful.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
So that's what this whole thing about, is us being in order.
Yeah.
You get to see clearly.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yes, Pastor.
Sir.
Now, the second point right here says business is the translation of the Hebrew word melachah. Melachah. All right? It is from the root melach. Hebrew 43:97, which means king. King rule.
Yeah.
Melach is a messenger or head, brain, an ambassador. So that's why your soul come and stand before that. So that now you get what the business is about.
Right.
And you bring it back to your house.
Mm-hmm.
Just sound a little different when we look at work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It look a little different when we look at work.
Makes sense.
6 days you do all your work.
Yeah.
Well, we talking about occupation, right? Business, service, workmanship, property. Property. Why I said you, your ox, your right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's right there in the commandment.
Yeah.
But you're in the business of managing all those things.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then in the rest, you don't have to manage all those things. Everything should be rested.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. It's a good understanding.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there.
Yeah.
Messenger. You bringing the word back. You know what I mean? You the head.
Right.
You're the ambassador.
Yeah.
On how this need to be. That's why you come stand before Yah. You do. All the males come 3 times a year. The ambassadors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah.
Makes sense.
Yes, sir.
All right, Israel. So, next week we will continue in this seeking out of Leviticus 23. All right?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Appreciate you all sitting and
Hallelujah.
being with us. Hallelujah. Praise God for the feeding and being able to go before Him so that we can feed the sheep. This understanding, I believe it was some understanding.
Amen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe we received some great understanding about entering into the rest in the first point.
Yeah.
Now when we get ready to get to the next one, It's pretty deep too. Come from a mechanical translation, you get to see the action of these things. You get to see we brought out a whole action. Now you look at Sabbath a whole nother way now, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So there's the Sabbath coming in.
Special meeting.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Special.
So I thank y'all, bless y'all, brothers that did tune in, all my sisters that's out there that tuned in. I pray that y'all continues to build our nation. I'm in some strong prayer right now for our shepherd, Pastor Dow, and for all our leadership and for our body as a whole, all of us who Yah is drawing in this ministry. Because what my prayer is that we truly break into a closeness with the Most High Yah like never before. See, even as these things ramp up, I want us to be seen as true light. Only because Yah has blessed us to open up understanding that we have sought after so hard that it's evident before the nations that we are Yah's people. We ain't got to toy with these people no longer. And when they put their hands on us, they understand emphatically that it's war against Yah. Because they know who they touch. See, that's where I'm at, man. And I want us to live this life. I want us to raise up our babies. We get to understand more in depth even, because I got to, matter of fact, I got another men and they help me that's coming. Because even in this, Yah was showing me as you go forth as men and you begin to, be endowed with more and more of the heritage and the work that needs to be done. You become an ambassador of more and more things. You got to look at what you are assigned to this Isha. What really is she able to help with right here? Because as Yah assigned you to more, it's more things that you got to get accomplished. You can't go bury them talents.
Indeed.
That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
So then you got to be able to expand because you carrying something. See, think about what you learned today. You carrying something now, Brother Snow. You got some understanding, so the more business that you're able to manage. You understand?
Yes, sir.
The more territory that you're going to increase in, because we conquering territory for the house of Israel. You understand that? Yes, see, that's what I'm solely conquering territory for the house of Israel. I'm a son of Yaakov. I'm in here conquering. Come on. That's my help me. But I understand that I'm going to conquer more territory. And more territory. I'm going to get it done. So we got to understand as men, that's why you got to be so on point. You can't be stagnant. See, every day counts. See, if you understand what we was talking about in Genesis when he said you're going to get your bread by the sweat of your brow, you're going to understand that if you get in that type of workload, your territory is going to increase because now you being solid before Yah day after day. You understand you coming into this rest. It's going to be more revelation. It's going to be more things added unto you. Remember, they took what the one servant had who had one talent and gave it to the one who had much. That's right. And he became a ruler over the city. You see what I'm saying? Yes, sir. So that means, see, it's like I was showing you, these principles is all in the book, but you got to be a son first. You got to know how to come before Yah in submission. When the calling out is going, quit trying to tell me how to do my job. Sit and receive. Be slow to speak. Be quick to listen. That makes sense? Understand what I'm telling you. This life. This life that you receive today. See, it ain't about all that other stuff. See, I got a vision, man. I see it. I'm seeing it clear, man. Y'all been giving this to me. And I see it clear. And so I'm going to walk this. You don't need a whole bunch of explanation. What it needs is listening. If you listen, then the explanation is in there with the Holy Spirit. It's in there with what y'all trying to do. All you got to do is look. Keep looking to the hand. Quit trying to say, well, if I'm looking to your hand, well, can you pour a little more on your hand? That's all you need right now. I wanted to give it to you right here. I want to keep dealing with that. No, I need you. No, right here.
Yeah.
See, an unruly servant, you see what I'm saying? It's hard for you to remain in the house when you're an unruly servant. Why? Because you become a fire. You ain't in submission.
Yeah.
You're not like a Isha.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Whenever your wife get out of that point that she ain't receiving no more, whenever any one of the roles. So I was saying to my wife the other day, I said, your desires is under who? Under me. So when you get out of that, when you get outside what my desires is, why am I doing what I'm doing? Right? See, but that's what this world, they take that away from. They come out of their role of sitting in silence.
That's right.
And learning from you to teaching you. And then now get you to go disturb somebody else's house by trying to get another man to be in submission to his wife like you in submission to her. Therefore tearing down the foundation of Israel. It don't matter if they tear down the church. I'm talking about us. What we read in the beginning, Hebrews 8 through 10. Y'all establishing the covenant again with the house of Israel and the house of Jacob. That's what's happening. Ain't nothing else happening. Go to church. Go to church 7 days. Ain't nothing happening. You're going to experience his benefit. He said every man experiences his benefit while he is alive, right? But in death, when you raise up your eyes, you will acknowledge the law of Yah. But where that's at? 2 Corinthians chapter 9. That's it. So I'm telling y'all, man. Bless y'all, Israel. Let us stand.
Hallelujah.
Give y'all a hand praise. Dear Heavenly Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, we just bless your holy name today. We thank you for a mighty word. We thank you for the upbuilding of the sons and of the house. We thank you for the upbuilding, Father, of our daughters who heard this to further be in desire to be in submission, Father, in any way that they can, that we shall build up this wonderful nation. Father, we know that we're coming into the truth and the fullness of all that you are. We need you, Father, doing it. We need your refreshing, Father. Every time we come before you in your appointment, Father, we shall be the holy nation that you desire. We ask, Father, that you just guard and keep each and every house, Father, that every demonic spirit, every curse spoken against it, Father, every ill will and intent, Father, sent towards it, will be cast down right now. Father, let victory be on our tongues. Father, let victory be around us, Father, and let the heads be strong, Father. We bless you and we thank you. In the mighty name of Jesus, Yeshua, let all Israel say, hallelujah! Hallelujah! Praise God. Shabbat Shalom.